Hey guys, MCU Collector here with a new video. Very excited to bring you guys the new upcoming Marvel Legends Avengers Infinity War Scarlet Witch and Vision Toys R Us exclusive 2-pack. I just got this in the mail today. If you follow me on Instagram, you will see that a friend in Canada was able to get me one of these out, and I did receive it today. I'm very excited, so thank you so much to him. You guys can check out my Instagram and see who that was. Very excited. Can't wait to get this thing opened up and show you guys. So before we even get into that, I do want to show off real quick, as you guys know that I did get a Mysterio, and it is the white head variant. However, today, I have the green head original version, which is not the variant, which seems to be in lesser quantities. Here, I did get him today at a local comic shop. So they are coming. So I would imagine that from this point on, it should be fairly balanced and even between the two that you're going to see of the Mysterio, whether it's the white head or the green head, because expect shipments out of Entertainment Earth to be fairly mixed between the two. So originally it looked like only certain sellers that were based, I think, out of Canada, CMD store, had the green head, and then not a whole lot circulating online. However, I think you're going to see a lot more of them starting to pop up. So, hold off on paying those high prices, because I was about ready to do it too, because I wanted this version. Good thing I didn't. So be on the lookout. It should be a lot easier to get, in my opinion. I could absolutely be wrong, but I do think that you're going to be seeing a fair mix of the two between local comic shops, maybe even retail, again, because Walmart hasn't gotten them. Toys R Us hasn't gotten. We've only seen Target and Walgreens start to receive these. So a couple big time retailers still have yet to receive them. So we don't know which ones are going to be popping up. I think it's going to be kind of like the Shocker Thunderbolts variant. A lot of retailers, it was just kind of between the two, and it was a toss up between which ones were going to show up in a shipment, whether it was the regular one or it was the one with the little Thunderbolt logo. So be on the lookout. But I now have both because I've wanted both. I have to have both. I'm very excited. So that was just a quick sidebar. Mysterio is going to kind of hang out back there. This guy is going to go right down here. And we are going to get to the Scarlet Witch and Vision 2-pack. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Quinn, for this. I really appreciate it. It's been so long that we've wanted a Vision figure, and finally Hasbro has given us one, so I am very, 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 very excited to show this off for you guys. So here, looking at the package, we see the Avengers Infinity War logo, Scarlet Witch, Marvel's Vision. We have that nice Toys R Us exclusive sticker there. What will happen to Toys R Us exclusives here in the future if Toys R Us shuts down completely? We don't know, unfortunately. So some bad news kind of circulating around. We'll see what happens. Here, the side artwork, we have Vision there. On the other side, we have Scarlet Witch looking very good. Nothing at the top. We look at the back of the package, and you see here you have the promo image of the figures, Vision and Scarlet Witch. The bio reads, both empowered by the Mind Stone, Vision and Scarlet Witch are powerful forces in the throes of battle. So very cool. And then I know for all of you guys out there looking to get a hold of it at Toys R Us when they hit, there is the UPC online, toysrus.com. We're showing a pre-orders listing with them shipping out on the 12th. Who knows if that's the actual date or what's really going on with that. We do know that, according to Hasbro and Marvel, that the actual street date was March 3rd. They just, for whatever reason, may not have made it out here to the States. So I know that they have been seen in the Philippines. Canada was the first to have sightings of them, hopefully here in the States soon. But here is Scarlet Witch and Vision. Let's open it up, take a look. We'll also do a comparison with the Civil War Scarlet Witch. Stay tuned. Here it comes. All right, guys. Here is Scarlet Witch and Vision out of the package. Awesome, awesome, awesome figures. Oh my goodness. I can't even, man. It's crazy. So Scarlet Witch is the same figure from the Civil War Abomination Wave, the Captain America Civil War Abomination Wave, but huge improvements with the digital face print and the effects. So we'll get to that here shortly, and then you have Vision. So real quick, we'll look at the Scarlet Witch Civil War figure, and then the accessories. She had these kind of red flame effects with a little like gray dry brushing or shadowing in there. Not really cool. They were okay. They were good at the time. They weren't super movie accurate or anything like that, but they were good at the time. This time around, we definitely have some better effects. So we'll take a close look at those real quick, and then we'll take a close look at the figure. You can kind of see what the similarities are, or what actually the differences are if we can get her to stand, because she doesn't like to stand. Here are the effects. So these are similar to like the Thor Ragnarok, Thor and Valkyrie 2-pack, the Target exclusive that we had. Those lightning effects, which were very pliable, very thin, but they could really wrap around his arms or wrap around accessories even, and do all kinds of good things with. Same thing with these. They're done with a similar color. They're a little bit more pink, a little bit lighter in color. But these are definitely more movie accurate, the way they look. It's definitely an improvement over these huge flame effects, because these ones almost look like fire, which definitely wasn't accurate to the movies. Whereas these ones, you see, have that they kind of have that magic effect. And the great thing is that you could just kind of wrap these around her arms however you want to do it, and kind of turn it around, or whichever way. You can even wrap like around her fingers. However you want to do it, you can, which is really cool. And the same for these. Now there's two, and they are different. They are not the exact same, which is a nice touch that they would give us two that are different. So you can put them around her hands any way you want. And again, I think that's much more movie accurate. We'll see kind of how those effects are going to look in Infinity War later this year, but based on how they kind of worked in Age of Ultron and Civil War, this is more the look, I would say, not these huge flame things that kind of go over her hands completely. Here you can kind of see her hands still going through, like in the movies. You could still see her hands, because it was a very translucent effect that they did. So let's take a close look at the face of each figure. So here is the Civil War one, which at the time, I think most of us can agree that she did have a fairly good resemblance to the actual actress Elizabeth Olsen. There's no denying this time how much she looks like the actual actress Elizabeth Olsen. Just take a look at it. I mean, the skin tone is very different, but I would say the lighter skin tone is much more accurate to what we see now. But here, look, as we kind of go up close, hopefully we can get to focus in. That digital face print looks very good. Now, if you get real up close to it, it just looks like a bunch of dots. And sometimes it can be off. I've seen a few figures in the store where the digital face print hasn't worked out. Here, it's great. Look at how good that looks. Side profile always looks better as well when you really look at the figure compared to the actual actress or actor. Side profile always looks good. And same thing here. Just look at how amazing that is. I think Hasbro did a great job with it. Really liking it. Much, much better. Much better. You can see the hair is actually the same hair, but it is a new head sculpt. You can see the lips are a little bit more sculpted. Definitely better. But the rest of the figure is the actual exact same. All the way down to the boots. All the same. The jacket is the same. So it's the head sculpt, the skin tone that's different. So we got the same hands as well, but you can see the skin tone obviously to match the updated figure. Everything is the same on this figure. As far as articulation, there's no waist rotation on the female figure. We do have that diaphragm joint that gets limited motion. It's kind of tricky when it comes to the jacket, but there's some good side-to-side motion to it. She won't really bend down too much. She does go back a little bit. The head, she will look down. She will not look up because of the combination of the jacket and her hair. Just not going to happen. The arms do go all the way out. Full rotation. Single jointed elbow, of course. There, you do get the rotation at the elbow. And then the hands do hinge this way, like the roll of the dice motion on this one. Ooh, be careful there. That's scary. So definitely want to maybe warm up some of those joints before you move them around. And then this one has the regular wrist hinge there. So Scarlet Witch looks fantastic. Absolutely love this figure. Huge improvement from the first one. Very, very good. Now Vision, this is the one that we've been waiting for. So long, since Age of Ultron, we wanted a Vision figure. Here it is, and Hasbro did not disappoint. Just looking at the figure, I haven't moved him around, nothing. Took it out of the package, stood him up right here. This thing is awesome. Look at that head sculpt. Look at how much that looks like Vision. Hasbro knocked it out of the park. Look at that. Great job, Hasbro. That looks awesome. Really, really good. You know, I'm trying to get in close to the eyes. It's kind of hard to tell, but they do have that little bit of detail. You know, when we first saw that teaser trailer of Vision, showed him opening his eyes from the Age of Ultron movie, you could see the details in there. You need to be close up to really see, but you could see that it kind of has that same, you know, robotic or, you know, that tech look to the eyes. So it looks really good. And look at the texturing throughout the entire figure. It is just awesome. Now, here on the video, it's coming off a lot brighter than it really is. Actually having it in person due to the bright lights. It's more of a flat green with a little bit of shine to it, but the bright lights just really help it stand out a little bit more. But this thing is absolutely awesome. Real quick with the accessories before I forget, Vision comes with 2 fisted hands. So those are the only accessories that he comes with. They're just done in that flat kind of pinkish color there. Looks good because the 2 hands that he does come with are open hands. Look at the cape. It's done in this translucent yellow, semi-translucent yellow. You can see my finger shine through there. It is a hard plastic, not real pliable, so you're not going to get a whole lot of movement to it, but I think it's perfect the way it is. It's not too long to where, you know, it's hard to get him to stand up because some of the cape might be hitting the bottom floor or anything like that. It's a very good size. I think Hasbro did a really good job with it, and it looks great. Look at the sculpt. It has that tech look to it that he has in the movies. And they have this nice pink color that's kind of throughout that's done very clean, very nice. I do like it a lot. It is awesome. Up here at the front where you kind of see it comes back. So this part kind of is raised on the figure. I mean, there may be a way to get it to kind of come down. It kind of lifts off. Now, if the figure, I can't tell if the cape itself comes off or not. It looks like it's kind of pegged in there, but it might be glued because there doesn't want to be any give when it comes to this first back section right there where the cape meets the body. I'm not going to risk trying to remove it and get it to come off. We're going to keep it that way because I don't want anything to happen to it. But this figure just looks absolutely amazing. I love the way it looks. You can see the Mind Stone in there. Looks very good. Oh, I love this thing. Let's take a look at the articulation. Head goes all the way down. Looks all the way up, so you can get him into great flight poses since he is a character that does fly. Ab crunch, he does crunch back a little bit. He crunches forward quite a bit, and it's actually a fairly natural looking crunch, so that's always a good thing. Arms go all the way out. Very nice. Full rotation there. Upper bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows, which give us a full bend, so that is awesome. Their wrist hinges and swivels. Swivel, then hinge. It looks very good with these gauntlet pieces here as well. Awesome. Waist rotation there. Legs go out that far, which is pretty good. Upper thigh cut. Double jointed knees, which has a very good bend. I like that. No boot swivel at all, which is okay. Hinge all the way up. Hinge all the way down on the feet. And ankle pivot. Awesome, awesome figure. God. Hasbro does it again. Perfect, perfect figure. I love the way it looks. Even the subtle color differences, like the purple that's in there. There's no line work for it. It's just the way it's painted, and they did a good job. Usually when you see different paint like that, you might see line work, and then the paint follows the line work and all of that. But not on this figure. That paint is just there, and it's subtle, and it looks so good. Man, Hasbro did a good job. A little bit of gold there. Ah, really good. God, I can't get over how awesome this figure is. There's the back of the figure. Just a green belt-looking piece there that kind of goes along the sides. But man, I love this figure. I can't. You vision a vision. You think about a Vision figure and what it would be, how Hasbro would do it. Would they do it well? And they did. I don't know, man. I just can't get over how good this figure looks. I think it's perfect. Looks exactly like Vision from the movies. It's what we've been wanting. I think they did a great job. So look out for Toys R Us. Hopefully you guys will be able to get a hold of it soon. Again, thank you so much, Quinn, for getting this sent out to me and getting here quickly too. I really appreciate it because I absolutely love this 2-pack. This Scarlet Witch figure is so much better than the Civil War one, and I know that one's always been hard for a lot of people to get. This was still a very good figure, but man, again, just look at that. Look at how great those two figures look. What an awesome 2-pack for Hasbro to give us for Avengers Infinity War. There it is, guys. Thank you guys so much. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below. Any comments down below. Like this video. If you haven't already done so, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys later.